Thank you very much for staying with us. The crisis within the PDP continues to make headlines as party leaders set conditions for reconciliation in a bid to heal lingering divisions. To discuss the way forward and what these conditions mean for the party, we're joined tonight by Dr. Olafeso, member of the PDP board of trustees. Good evening to you, Dr. Olafeso. Welcome to Politics Tonight, and thank you very much for joining us. Happy New Year to you.
Abiara, can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Abiara can hear you. I can't hear you.
All right, but can you hear me now? All right.
It's clearer and coming and going.
Okay. Let's just continue with the conversation. But it's also important for me to say before we move on that Dr. Olafeso is also the former national vice chairman of the PDP Southwest. Thank you for joining us once again. So let me take you back to August 2024, when you said PDP would bounce back in 2027. It's been more than a year, after you made that statement. PDP is left with 4 governors: Amadou Fintiri, Adamawa State, Bala Mohammed, Bauchi State, Seyi Makinde, Oyo State, and Dauda Lawal, Zamfara State. Also, just yesterday, former Abia State Governor Theodore Orji dumped the PDP for APC. First, has your opinion changed? And second, what is wrong with your party?
Those that left our party are the problems with the party. And we're doing everything possible within our powers to ensure that we make a bold statement. It's obvious that those that left, those that have the capacity as leaders to be able to make changes that did not make it, those that are looking for greener pastures, those that are evading probity and accountability, they've all left. And let me tell you, the energy that we revisit our party in the next few months and years will baffle every Nigerian, because we have passed the worst and we're moving ahead to ensure that we build a better party that will be the pride of the country, in the years ahead.
All right, Dr. Olafeso, please let me unpack your statement. You said those that left our party are the problems of our party. So, for instance, yes, Wike is still in the PDP. From what you've said, this means it's not a problem. If tomorrow Governor Seyi Makinde leaves the party, what you have just said is that Governor Seyi Makinde is the problem of the PDP. Am I correct?
No, just, you deal with what happens. We cannot be conjectural here just because somebody left. There must be reasons. For instance, you mentioned somebody. I'm not used to mentioning names when we're analyzing the issues that has to do with our party and our country generally. We discuss issues, principles.
Those are the governors still remaining in the PDP.
Yeah, I understand. And the truth is that it is because they are committed and they believe in the party. That's why they're still here. So let tomorrow come, and we know exactly who we are left with. And let me tell you, running a party is not about the governors alone. In 1999, we didn't have any governor. That was when we had to wrestle power from the military. But yet we came on board from 1999. For another 16 years, we rebuilt Nigeria from the palace state, we made it under the military, to a very thriving, prosperous country. That's exactly what we want to. For those that actually created problem for the party are those that are running away. And they are running away, I've told you, they're running away from probity and accountability, and they cannot escape the judgment of the people no matter how much they try. The truth is, APC that is welcoming most of these people arriving at their doorstep, they have called the rain, and sooner than later they will get the storm in response. The reality of it is that our commitment at this moment is to ensure that those that have been expelled remain outside the door, so that we can begin to rebuild our party again with quality leaders. I'm so excited. The current chairman and leaders of the party at the NWC level, those of us at the BOT, you mentioned when we were starting that I was a former national vice chairman. I'm a current member of board of trustees of the party, and I've been here since 1999. I've never left. But you see, we are revved, and we are fired to continue to ensure that we find the solution to what happened. And let me tell you, my dear sister, the probability is that our party must have promoted a lot of people beyond their level of competence. We did not realize that some people do not have the capacity and leadership that can lead a third world like our own to, to development, both economically and socially
Dr.
and politically. And if they are taking
please pardon me,
yes,
sir. Who are these people that the PDP had, upgraded beyond the process level of reasoning, just as you've put it?
Most likely. I do not need to tell you that, because number one, at the point of being a governor of a party, at the point of serving as a senator, at the point of actually taking the best of the party and you ran with it for many years, and you claim to have succeeded. So exactly, you must help me ask them when you have the opportunity, because I know you're such a brilliant journalist, you will ask them the questions and they must tell you. If they say it is because there are issues in the party, who are those created it? Most of the people that left, some of them were even given the ticket of the vice presidency of the party at a time. Many of them served 8 years as governors. What exactly could be their problem? But the reality of it is that those of us left behind were unfastened, and we continue to ensure we do things. I said with the current chairman, Tanimo Turaki, and his team, we are very sure of the future. You see, when this moment shall be told in the future, the reality of it is that Nigerians will actually have a typical example of a party that was considered dead and yet rose again to become somebody, a party of reckoning in this country. And let me tell you, I know so because you see my face and I'm an old man. 24 hours is a long time in politics. We are so excited to see what is happening now in APC. Some of the people that left us are actually exporting, some of the reasons why they were expelled from our party: lack of respect to the Constitution, lack of respect, humility, and decent language in public. You see, politics is not about, being a rabble-rouser. Politics is not about just opening your mouth and say things. My friend that left, he knows me very well, and we've been knowing each other in and out of Nigerian political party for the last 20 years, knows very well that the truth is that most of the people that are with you people today, that are with APC today, will be what will bring them down in the future. So for us, we're contented with the moment, and we will continue to, ensure that with these men, we will decide and define how to move forward. The best thing we can do, let me tell you, with the number of people in our party that are still there. Yes, how many numbers of the total number of governors that left, because we were 11, there are about 12, we still have 4, so maybe 8. Yes, they have power, they have money, they have everything. But when the Nigerian people will be talking in the nearest future, they will consider, if life has been good for them, if government has actually looked out for them, if they have actually, fought poverty, if there is any human capital development, if the country is getting better, not receding into the past like it has become in the last 10 years. Look, the last 10 years of profligacy and waste will be told in history. And let me tell you, people will ask questions, what happened to the trillions upon trillions of money lost within this last 10 years?
All right, then, Dr. Olafeso, what we have heard is that party leaders have, reportedly set specific conditions for reconciliation, which I'm sure some Nigerians cannot wait, for that to happen. Can you clarify what those conditions are and who exactly they apply to?
Who is setting a platform for reconciliation? Have we spoken about it? Since that wonderful, because I was there live, I spoke to the nation a few hours before the convention in Ibadan, and I saw the color and the beauty and the joy of democracy at that level, at the convention, and the decision taken. Nobody can be more prouder of PDP than myself. And now we have taken our decisions. And the reasons why we took that decision that night was because some people were making it impossible to bring our party together with the promises of wrapping up and, giving the party to some people. Who is God? No human being can be God. So when you continue to play God, you allow him to say, I do not share my glory with nobody. The truth remains that we are taking those decisions, and we have not seen events saying that we were wrong to have taken those decisions. Those expelled are still, at dagger's throat, trying to kill the party at all costs, selling it by all means, and ensuring that we don't survive. But the truth remains that the powers that our people carry in their hands is adequate to give us enough energy to push to the future. Something will surprise you. The new PDP you see beyond this moment will be so disciplined, and we have leaders that everybody can trust and know fully well that they are fighting for the Nigerian people. Integrity, character, honor with the watchword. Watch Turaki, watch the key leaders of our party at this moment at the NWC, and you can see that the new beginning is about. And, for you, if you intend to know those that are left behind, go to Bauchi and see what Bala Mohammed is doing there. Go to Ibadan and see what Dauda is doing in Zamfara, and our dear brother Fintiri in Adamawa. So the reality of it is that we're moving on. No matter how challenging this moment is, these too shall pass, and we are going to, be victorious in the final analysis. For those who left, their shames will gradually be hitting them. And, you can begin to see, because I listened to you for almost 40 minutes of discussing what is happening at the APC. Aren't we so relieved that at least we have a moment of relief of headaches and, crisis not in our hands, and that we have the opportunity by the time we are free from all the court injunctions, visited upon the party, to slow it down, to kill it, and to ensure that we don't move an inch. By the time we overcome all of it, this party will ride to the highest mountain.
All right, let me ask you some questions which I didn't think I would have the time to ask you, but also because you're a member of the PDP BOT, and there have been several allegations leveled against the BOT. Some party members have come on this program to argue or to say that the PDP BOT has, over the years, been one of the strongest obstacles to the party's unity. First, how do you respond to this criticism? Do you think the BOT has ever...
Come again, please. Come again, please.
Oh, you didn't get it? Okay.
The BOT.
That the BOT. Yeah. Can you hear me now, sir?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So there have been some level of arguments that the PDP BOT has, over the years, been one of the strongest obstacles to the party's unity. I wanted you to respond to that criticism. Do you think the BOT has ever prioritized, ever prioritized?
One thing I can tell you, I can speak of myself. I can speak of a lot of the, finest gentlemen across the country who must have devoted, 20, 25, 30 years of their lives in serving the party. And I know fully well that, they are committed. I'm not saying all BOT members. So for those, and you can see that no matter what you do, like an ad that says, whatever you do behind comes right in front of you. If you have actually been playing a dual role of destroying the same party that you're the conscience of, then certainly one day or the other, it will catch up with you. And I think it caught up with a few of them. But some of us that are really, really committed to the party at the BOT level, we cannot be faulted. We're infallible when it comes to character, integrity, and honor. I've been here since 1999, and there was no time in my life that I did not commit myself, my all. I never changed party for one day. All my votes went to all those that made it as governors, as senators, as House of Rep members, yet we kept to ourselves with the honor and integrity. Look, I was once the national vice chairman of the party. I lost an election with less than 13 votes, which I know I could take to court.
But quickly,
but never
because of our time, Dr. Olafeso.
Because it's important.
Because of our time, to what extent do you think the BOT shares responsibility for some of these defections? Could the BOT have acted differently, to prevent high-level members from leaving?
The blame game is born out of the fact that some people couldn't have their ways and they have to blackmail people. I'm not aware of anything. And within the last 1 year that I served as a member of the Board of Trustees, we took nothing from anybody. We've sponsored ourselves to meetings, we return, and we take care of our constituencies in a way that you know that there is a leader here. I speak for myself, and the world can equally speak for me. So if somebody is saying that the beauty, they are part of the problem, the person is looking for a way to blackmail some gentlemen that probably, are doing the best they can, but because they did not play the game their way. Are you aware that, there was a committee? We sought peace. We wanted reconciliation. But these people don't want reconciliation because they have committed themselves to other people. They have committed themselves to other people.
All right, Dr. Olafeso.
That they are going.
Sadly, we're out of time. Yeah. But I'm sure we'll have to continue this conversation some other time because it's a very important and crucial conversation. But also for the sake of some Nigerians who still, have interest in the unity and progress of the PDP, they cannot wait for the stability of the party. And I'm sure they're looking forward to some level of progress and unity in your party. Thank you very much for speaking with me tonight.
Right. We'll make sure that sooner than later we have that opportunity so that we can galvanize our people. Begin to take a look at the world around.
All right then. Dr. Eddie Olafeso. Right. Dr. Eddie Olafeso is a member of the PDP Board of Trustees, also former National Vice Chairman of the PDP Southwest. Thank you so much for your time. Please have a great evening. Good night, sir.
Wonderful talking to you. Looking forward to seeing you some other time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Meanwhile, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at 12:30 a.m. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Olajumoke or using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News NG. I am Olajumoke. Good night, everyone. I'll see you again.